So, hi everyone. Feels like ages since I've done one of these, but welcome if you're new. My name's Claire, not Crystal, and this channel is about helping you empower your divine feminine, your divine masculine energy within yourself and within a twin flame connection, whatever's going on there. And like I always say, there's always quite a lot going on there, even if it's just energy wise. But for a lot of people on the planet right now, it's more than that, or it will be soon. Right, okay, so in divine timing. So, not everyone, it's worth noting, not everyone, I say it all the time. So I don't know why the dragonfly needed to be in the shot, but the dragonfly to me is about transformation. Like huge transformation to change, all these kinds of butterflies, dragonflies, but particular transformation. So we'll see if that comes up in one of the animal decks, but I don't want this to be too long. So welcome if you're new and you've caught me at a time when I'm very, very, very low energy. I'm completely, I'm quite baffled at. I'm quite shocked that that I've managed to put this on. Yeah, right. So again, so if you're new to me, like obviously this is a channel, right? We're on YouTube, but I'm a divine channel for twin flames, and this is crazy how this happened. But I'm also a collective channel, meaning the world. And it's quite funny because when I was shuffling one of the astrology decks, I pulled out the world. Like it was, I think it was the 10th house card or something. And oh shit, I've just realised the synchronicity. So everything I say is channeling. If you're new to me, those that aren't new know this. Everything I say is part of it. So somebody somewhere needs to hear what I'm saying. And this is going to be absolutely all over the fucking place, but it's always like that with me, right? So, but it'll all make sense somehow. But it's going to be, I'm just chucking it all out and getting back to my bed basically, because that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? It's like, um, I'm always like this at this time of year, but this year I was guided quite far in advance to be keeping an eye out for when I really need to protect my own energy, and that's right about fucking now. And so I'd advise you to do that too. You know, you should always see where the new moons and the full moons and land in your chart in particular. But really, I mean, astrology is just my obsession, you know, like, and it is integral to life. It is more of an obsession than helping people on the twin flame journey, believe it or not. I know it could seem it's a close second, but it's, and you know, on that note as well, it's like I say this all the time, but it is true, and it's funny because it's like Libra is about love and partnerships, and it's where my Chiron is in my 7th house, and it's kind of like it's literally that energy is what helps me help you watching this twin flames with your journeys. But like basically it's balance as well, and it's just what am I trying to say? This, you know, I'm getting, it's like there's all this energy that wants to come out because I've been resting and healing, and it's kind of like uh so I'm just getting out however it comes out, but it's like, yeah, it's I need a break from the twin flame stuff basically. I just like not forever. I just looked at free. That's Ascended Masters. Just, and when I looked at my chart, I'm like, right, yeah, absolutely. I'd kind of misjudged uh when the energy in my chart was when I was really going to be needing, you know, to just really focus on myself more than anything. And yeah, that, and I'm in that now. So basically it's quite interesting. Like, so I'd said the other week there, it was like a pretty soon. I think I'd probably said, oh, a couple of weeks from now, but actually it's now. Is that like I'll be taking at least a couple of weeks, if not longer, or a month even, off the live streams, because it's just, you know, it is giving so much of myself like that most weekdays. And then with all the other stuff that I do, it is quite hard to balance. I know, like that, but it's what I'm meant to be doing. It's absolutely what I'm meant to be doing. And I'll just bring it nicely into what this is all about. Wait a minute, in a minute. But what I'm saying is just, you know, and I was about to say it's not like, oh, unfortunately, because like astrology, that astrology is very real. It's just about personally where it is hitting my chart. It's not wise, or I would say even safe, might seem a bit dramatic, to be so public and out there, um, just for the foreseeable. So what I've worked out is, all being well, I really don't feel I'll be on a live stream, probably not even showing my face until November. Like oh no, wait a minute. I think I'd worked out. No, sorry. Halloween is. I'm not a big Halloween person, to be honest. Like I said before, right? I've got a very I've got a lot of opinions on what all these public forced celebrations and holidays and that are all about. But like I would say, keep the balance. I just give the same speech all the time. I get sick of fucking hearing myself say it. But it's fun for the kids, you know what I mean? Like I said, I've said before, my niece absolutely loves Halloween. When I asked her, it was so cute. I think I've said this before, and I asked her a few weeks ago, or no, it was ages ago. It was in the summer. I was like, well, that wasn't that long ago, was it? But I was like, what's your favourite? Like your birthday and Christmas and that. And she was like, Halloween. I just love it. And like, she's fucking honestly, she's Aries moon, but her full fucking face lit up, and I was just like, that is just the cutest. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just anyway, right. So what I'm saying is I'm not a big massive Halloween person, and I know actually, particularly in America, like, you Americans fucking love Halloween, don't you? Like, you just go mad for it. But what I'm saying is, I do like to use these Halloween cards, and I remember I was going to do that every day. So I think what I'm going to do is, on the days that I have got the energy to do it, I'm just going to do what I said I was going to do, and I'm going to do a Halloween card. But I think if I've got the energy to do it right, because of the certain things that are happening in the world right now, and the shifts in energy and vibration, and whether it be about the world in general, or definitely the Twin Flame Collective as well, everyone's going through huge changes, and believe me, that's part of the reason why I'm so exhausted. Is, like I said, it is a lot to do where the planets are hitting my chart and everything. And take your pick. I could go on about like so many, where the eclipse is for me, but definitely Mars and Scorpio. I've got Mars and Scorpio towards the end of it, but 0 degrees Mars and Scorpio. Holy shit, man! Like, I felt it as soon as it went into it. It was like, whoa, you know what I mean? So those of you with the the 0 degree Scorpio places, you're probably struggling as well, and so I'm sending you all my love and prayers. But just take care of yourself. Like, seriously, just take care of yourself, because that's the thing about Scorpio energy in general. But Mars and Scorpio is extremely powerful energy, but you need to know how to use it. It's powerful with your words, powerful with your actions. It's how I heal people like that, and it's kind of like, but I can only heal people like that when I, like, fast and powerful, when I am feeling strong and powerful. And I was feeling that for a very long time, and I've helped a lot of people through. Oh, I'm starting to feel emotional now. I feel I've helped a lot of people through the darkness. This is why I don't want to be doing things like this, because it's like, I basically, when I feel like I need to recharge, I need to rest, I need complete silence. I basically need complete silence. I need a dark room. I need to be myself. And it's like, and I come back to my strength. See, I just managed to bring, so again, it's like, I didn't stop myself from crying there, right? I pulled it back in to be like, breathe and, calm myself down. Whereas, like, I say this when it's needed to say it. I never used to be able to do that. Like, I used to, like, I used to not be able to stop crying, basically. Like, and obviously there's certain things in life that can happen to us where it could still get to that point, but it's that, and that can be a sign of trauma and, deep-seated pain. And that's basically what I'm getting at, is Mars and Scorpio gets to those bits of us, and that's how I can get to those bits with people. I was about to say in a session, but I do that with people in the lines. I do that in physical groups, although I don't really like that as much. And I also do that in the online groups. And this is where for the next month, really, but definitely for the next few weeks, until, like I say, November time, my guides have been really getting me to focus on how I want to be helping people, like, in different sorts of ways, and thinking about doing some group work in that, and just really getting me to focus on how I want to go about, like, offering different services. Like I said, something just keeps telling me, I don't think it's I don't think it's worth it for me energy-wise to start going on about the paid platform like the Ko-fi thing or Patreon or whatever I do it on until I get past the big 1,000. But maybe that's a limiting belief in itself. So I don't know, I'll just see where I'm at. But like I said, you'll literally see astrology at play with how much stronger I'll come back on Halloween. Like I said, yeah, it's prevent. What am I trying to say? See, this is what I mean. I've not got the energy to talk. Providing I'm feeling up to it, I feel I'll be up to do the live stream on the 31st, you know, on Halloween. So it just happens, like I said, it's not so much because it's Halloween, because I'm no arsed about it. But obviously I like to do things for other people, but I'm, you know, it's not because it's Halloween, it's just because it's a Tuesday and that's when I come back and do the readings. So yeah, so, you know, I'll be live streaming it back. And like I said, that's only a few weeks away. So, but so sorry that took 11 minutes to get that all out, but it's just because, like I said, I'd rather just get it all out on this video, and then I think it might be a case of I don't know if I'll be guided to just refrain from replying to the comments. I couldn't see me fucking holding back till the end of the month. It'd be quite difficult, but actually God, yeah, all the things I'm talking about are the things that they want me to talk about with others. I mean, that's what I mean. I'm not just coming on here and telling you all my shit. It might seem like that sometimes, but it's because it's going to resonate with other people. I'm being strongly guided to detox from social media, and as a lot of you know, I'm actually not on any other 11:44. It's important. I'm not on any other social media apart from this, so it's kind of funny. It's like, but yeah, what I mean is, it's like just to just, you know, not be doing, like, when I say not be doing the YouTube, it's after this weekend and after this eclipse passes, I dare say I probably will have a video most days or every day, like the Halloween ones, but I might have just recorded them all in the one day or whatever, just so there's something to release, right? But obviously it's a big change from if I've been doing the live streams. I'm not doing live streams. But like I said, I'd always said right from the start I was going to have to stop for about a month to recharge my batteries and before I get back to it again. But yeah, absolutely. Like, what I mean is I'm detoxing from like watching YouTube as well. You know what I mean? Which is, listen, that's hard for me. Like, I've always been very transparent about that. If there's any kind of fucking karmic situation in my life, it is YouTube. But it's like addicted. But I'm disciplined and I'm quite good at pulling myself off things. And you know, I managed to wean myself off watching, you know, a fuckload of Twin Flames shit far too much in a day, because I'd done it for so many years, you just get fucking bored of it. But obviously, it's like anything. So I'm talking about this with YouTube, but other people will be like this about Facebook, Instagram. You know, that's where I'm quite unusual like that. Some of you might be like that, and some of you might not. But definitely you will be with some kind of platform. And like I said, that's eventually why I had to come off all the other platforms, because I just felt the toxicity of all of it. Because there's an amazing side of social media and there's a not so amazing side. So whatever people need to hear about that, I feel there is some sort of need to declutter. Where I absolutely need to declutter my emails, and I've needed to do that for a very long time. So on that note as well, I love how it's like I'm updating you things, but it's also tying into the things that I want to talk about collectively. If you have sent me an email at clair-everything@gmail.com, there's every chance it's bounced back because it's full, right? So I'm really sorry, and if you are trying to get in contact with me, can you email soulfamwolfpack@gmail.com? It's all these emails are always in my main info bit, or the videos, or they're somewhere, right? And I should get it at the Soulfam one, but the reason why I'm like, I don't know if I am, is because I won't name names, but there was somebody that I knew was trying to email me, and then they were going to email me, and I've still never had an email. So it might just be delayed retrograde stuff that person, you know, hasn't got around to it. But it's like, again, something doesn't feel right about that. So if that happens to sound like it might be you, then can you just comment on this video or something, or comment on something? And like I said, I'll get back to it at some point, because I'll see it. It'll come up like unless I delete the app, it'll come up on the studio thing. But it's just like I said, I've just been silencing. I've just had my, put this way, this is where I'm at. I've had my phone on silence. At some points, I've actually turned my phone off, and that's felt really good as well. It's just that's what I've needed to bring myself back into balance. And I think this is just a short-lived burst of energy to get this video out, and then I'll be going right back into major hermit mode till at least Monday. So we're on Friday right now, do you know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I have to do that quite a lot, but just with it, this eclipse is huge energy. So I just feel they wanted me to just get this out to help the other people that have been struggling a bit and just let you know that you're not alone, actually, because I did pick up a card. So this is funny, like all the ones that are here, right? Because I'll get in it now. I think if I say, do you know what, I'm just going to read what's on this bit of paper, actually. And if I repeat it, I repeat it. So yeah, I've said that, I'm going to be having a break from the live streams until Halloween. And I'll update you on that whenever I do one of these videos. Because, like I said, they're guiding me to do some form of social media detox. So like I said, for me, that is having my phone off, not watching other YouTube things, just having a complete break and not doing so much of the live work. You know, that's what it is for me. So I'll still do videos here and there. And Pluto direct. Oh yeah, and the shorts. So again, I think even for the shorts, like it'll probably just be my hands for the next couple of weeks. But I might. Yeah, but it's just like I say, that's what I'm being able to do. Pluto direct was on the 10-10 portal there. That was really powerful energies. So I'd be interested to hear how a lot of you felt that. But that was really, as my guides have been warning me for months, that was a really powerful, intense couple of days. Yeah, that was really rough for me. So I hope you's managed to write as well. But so like I said, with Pluto going direct as well, and it's in Capricorn, obviously that is like, for those of you who don't know, oh shit, actually, when I mentioned that world card in the 10th house, that is Capricorn. Yeah, so it's things about control, being a really strong, dominant theme, like doubling down on that. So watch for that in your own life. Try to control things, or other people try to control you, or and obviously the world leaders and all that. It'll be, just, it's heavy shit, guys. So you might have felt a really heavy energy as Pluto went direct on the 10th. I know I did feel it hugely, and like I said, when Mars went into Scorpio just recently as well, that I just, my God, I mean, actually, I think that was just yesterday. I felt that instantly. It was horrible. And because remember, Mars's action, it's war, it's very masculine energy, and Scorpio does, like I said, it doesn't fuck about. It's brutal truth, death and rebirth. If you've already got placements like that anyway, it's just it was all quite a lot of heavy energy all at once. So it really could have knocked you for 6. It did knock me for 6. Right, so and that's bringing me on nicely to it. So like I said, I didn't really want to make this video too much about all the twin flame stuff, but I mean, it was that, which is ironic with these cards. But I think now I can get into the main message. Well, again, all of this is a message, but it was a bit of housekeeping. So I might even put that in the thing. Again, most of the people that tune into me, right, you're going to watch the whole thing because you know that whatever I say at the start about the housekeeping inverted commas is going to be relevant. It might be relevant to you, so it's worth sort of watching it. Even if you just fucking do the dishes and tune out and think whatever, you know what I mean? But so when I was tidying up the cards, because that is the positive thing. So basically what I'm trying to say to you is what I've just went through for the past week, it's been fucking horrendous. It's like, yeah, like really when I think about it, actually last Friday, I spent all of last Friday crying my fucking eyes out the whole day. And then that night, I couldn't sleep at all. And then I put out that post, and it was big messages coming through. What I remember is on the app, it was I love you, and that doesn't come up a lot when I use that app. And just really big heavy feelings, right? And yeah, so basically, it's just a lot sort of going on. But it's just interesting how, like I said, that then coincided with me having to go out and about in the world and watch a union, which was beautiful. But anyway, it wasn't the best time for me to be going out and drinking, and so you can probably imagine what comes with that when you weren't feeling the best anyway, and then you drink. End of story. But what I will say to, again, because I'm not going to fucking go on about all of that shit, right? But what I will say is, whenever these things happen to me, particularly, it's like it humbles me, but it usually humbles me to the point of complete and utter destruction, talking humbling. Do you mean it's brutal? Which is why I stopped drinking. But it's kind of like an overexcited thing as well, you know what I mean? So, oh, maybe they do want me to talk about this a little bit because I don't drink. And it's like, there's excitement mixed in, but then also it's like, it's just when I thought about everything I'd sort of been saying leading up to it, it's like, I feel when you have a drink, when you're in a good place, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, it's fine if you can handle it. You probably know where I'm going with this. But it's like the feelings of guilt and shame and beating myself up, which I've tried not to do, that I've went through, is really pretty bad, because it's like, I shouldn't have drank that. You know what I mean? Like, when I think about everything that I was feeling leading up to that, like I said, it's, and like, I don't really want to, I don't want to mention it again, because I don't think it, well, I don't know, I think I probably could get upset with them feeling, but like what I'd mentioned is, that was quite a shock when I'd heard about that guy dying, and I don't even know how he died, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is, when you have tuned into somebody, oh god, I'm going to start crying again. When you have been grateful and appreciated somebody that has showed up when Lord knows what the hell they're going through, because that's what I mean. Like, I don't know how he died, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how he died. For all I know, anyway, I'm not going to repeat that, but you know what I mean. It's like I say, I don't know if I would ever know, but what I'm trying to say is, it's like, all I know is, 1 minute somebody's here that is a part of helping you with things in your life, even if that's just to make you smile or laugh when you feel like shit. But like I said, for me, that, and I'm not going to keep calling that, but Darren, the amount of times I remember, particularly, I think it was like 2 years ago, this time, kind of 2 years ago, or maybe even this time last year, because like I said, on the build up to kind of Scorpio, or when I think about when this is in my chart, it's when a lot of hidden enemies for me. I'm speaking in code. Put this way, I'm speaking in code, but people that know astrology will know the bits of my chart that's getting hit. But it's kind of like, this is my expertise. I help people with where the hidden enemies are in your life. And I've got on this bit of paper here, actually, entities hiding anyone. And I can help you find them. And it's true. It's like, entities can literally hide in anyone, like literally anyone in your life. And that's what I always say about, like, so be careful with things like alcohol and drugs and whatever else, because it's like, that makes you wide open to them as well. So but it can also make you wide open to attack from that as well. So there's a lot in this, kind of, is what I'm saying, is it's like, you leave yourself wide open, and like, I'm wide open anyway, and so that's actually got a lot to do with everything I've said already. But what I'm saying is, it's like, don't pay attention to that. Like, if you're feeling like somebody's gaslighting you or manipulating you or shaming you or making you feel worse when you already feel like crap, like, pay attention to all these things. It doesn't mean somebody's a devil or a horrible person. It just probably means they've got somebody currently in their life that's doing that to them, or a few people, or usually it's that, actually, what I've just said, or they've had people like that in the past, and they've not done any sort of work, shadow work or counselling around it to recognise that it's not nice to do that to somebody. And actually, I kind of think that's why they were getting me to talk about things to do with drink there, right? Because like I said, I'm somebody that I always learn from my mistakes. Like, who fucking isn't? But I really do. Those that, again, I'm a self-love teacher as well as everything else. And it's like, part of self-love is self-forgiveness and compassion. And there's only so much you can beat yourself up and apologise and all that kind of stuff. But it's, but what I'm trying to say is, like, think about it. Think about a time ever in your life when you've been the person that's gotten really drunk, right? And then you're already beating yourself up in that, and you're like, oh my god, what the fuck? Why did I even drink? Or like, we've all had these moments in our lives, right? I certainly know I've had too many of them mentioned. And but once you've done it, you've done it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, you done it. like, you made the decisions that you made, and you, in hindsight, you can see, yeah, that wasn't the best. You've got, no matter how fucking dark it get, and believe me, I've had enough nights out and whatever, with either me being that person or helping other people. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that, so we all know how shit it feels, most of us, when you're that person, right? And we'll also know how shit it feels when people make you feel even worse or guilty, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then you also know how gracious it feels when people are like, look, you know, we've all been there, or this is what happened, you know, this is that, you know what I mean? And it's, you should be grateful for the people that give you the compassion, the love, and all that. But and they're also talking to me about, think about when somebody you love in your life, like a friend or a partner or anybody, a family member, has gotten absolutely fucking pissed and made an arse of themselves. You know what I mean? Like, you've either been the person, or, and I think the way that you treat that person says everything about you. And that's the thing that I'm being, this is really deep, but being a Scorpio rising, that is what I pride myself on being, is whether I've been the person that's got like, and actually I'm just laughing, it's probably because I've been the person that's been like that too many times to mention, that I have a lot of empathy and understanding, and, you know, really try to comfort the person that takes it too far, because I've been that person. And I think what it all comes down to is, no matter how bad it gets or how bad it got, nothing is ever worth you beating yourself up to the point of, I don't know what, do you know what I mean? So I don't know who needs to hear that, but it's, and again, I'm just using drink as an example because it's what, well, it's what came to mind there, and it's what is current, but it's like, it could be anything. So, and I feel what they're getting me to talk about this for is the feeling, so that to touch on the things that I felt the masculine collective going through are the feelings I've been talking about, like guilt, shame, just feelings of like, why the fuck did I do that? So it's quite funny, isn't it? Because it all sort of ties in with drink. When I'm listening to it, it sounds like it's alcohol and juice, but it doesn't need to be. It can just be like, I feel it's like the masculines that are waking up, that are like, regardless of your gender, that are like, yeah, it is. It's just what I'm saying. It's like a feeling of like shame and guilt over how they've treated you, your twin flame in particular, and maybe other things. But that, I've just felt that really, really heavy, and I've felt a lot of sadness and feelings of really missing the divine feminine, and yeah. Oh yeah, and so this might seem unrelated, but it isn't. I've heard all these whispers and that about this, whatever it is, whether it's on Netflix, which is literally fucking born of the devil, by the way. I've not got Netflix, but whatever is put on Netflix, you can absolutely be positive it's coming from a dark place, in my opinion. But it's true because I'm channeling God. And but today I saw somebody saying something about it being on Prime. So I've actually got Prime. So again, I really don't think I'm going to bother watching it. But whatever it is, I don't know. I think it might be like a series, or it's some kind of documentary or film. Watch it at your own risk, or I would say just watch it with discernment. But I can pretty much assume it's going to be painting the twin flame journey in a bad light, and it'll probably be coming from people that aren't twin flames, and making it look really toxic. And so just be aware of that. I'm pretty sure everybody with half a fucking brain cell will work that out for yourselves. But that is basically what that's about. And I've spoken about this for I've spoken about this for years, underground, you know, in sessions. But I've been speaking about it for the last couple of years, that that's always been a plan, is for, you know, the dark agenda to start really sabotaging the twin flame label. I mean, I've even, like, I won't go too deep into this, but I've had really deep conversations with other twin flame, like other, actually, this will get me on these cards, other twin flame people that are here to help other twin flames in a big way. And I've had really serious conversations when people have been like, oh, you know, I'm not going to be using that word because it's getting hijacked and sabotaged. And I've actually really strongly not argued with people, but I've been like, well, I'm going to keep using it because that's exactly what they want to happen. Like, they're trying to invert the word, like they invert everything. It's like twin flames are although I say it all the time, I get fucking sick of using the word, but twin flames are twin flames. It's kind of like, it's, whether you call it twin flame union or divine union or sacred union or sexual union or divine counterparts, I can tell that with the other people that help people too, and it's like they're scared to using the word twin flame because other people that aren't twin flames are using it. But that's you're feeding into that, right? So it's like basically a fucking twin flame's a twin flame. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the way that I come from it. So are people going to muddy the waters of twin flames because they know how powerful true twin flames are and how powerful you are a light out game? We know I don't really like the word light worker because that gets hijacked too. But again, and yeah, I suppose that I could see how that's kind of funny with what I just said. But I suppose that's a preference thing. You know what I mean? I don't use the word light worker for myself because it's not strong enough. So there's a difference here. This is what I am, but it's not strong enough. Score that out and put warrior. You are a powerful light warrior twin flame. That's me. That's me in a fucking nutshell. These are the words I've always felt linked to, but it's probably the strong Aries and Scorpio in me. But basically, so yeah, like I'm just sort of putting that out there because nobody's mentioned that to me yet personally, but I've seen it sort of dotted about there in the internet land, and so just be aware of that. That it'd be very aware of that and protecting your mind if you're newly awakening and a bit confused about all this twin flame stuff and awakening in general. That's only going to fucking confuse you further. And again, think about it. It's a really clever way to sabotage twin flames because you're going to get friends and family that are bored and stumbling across this and be like even people that know me, but oh, that's that thing Claire's went on about over the years. Do you know what I mean? And then they're going to be like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it seems a bit like it's like, oh god, but like I said, it's quite interesting. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. I think somebody did mention that to me at the weekend. That memory's just came back. I think yeah, but anyway, the point is you've got to stand strong in what this is. Now, you don't need to be, if you're on the side of the twin flame journey, like a divine masculine woman that I work with, or a man, or whatever you identify as, and you're kind of hush hush about the twin flame thing, that's all very common, and just do what you do to keep yourself fucking balanced and safe and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Use your common sense. But those of you that are like me and you're out and proud and you're already fucking like, just stand strong in your light, because that is part of the dark agenda trying to paint this out to be some kind of toxic love story, and it's not. Like I say all the time, I make no secret about it. When you're a true twin flame and you have contact with your actual twin, in fact, I said it on the shorts over the weekend. I think it was the one for today. But they're timeless. But on the shorts, I said something about I said self-love is the only cure on something like this. Self-love is the only cure on the twin flame journey, because you'll know all about it if you're not. Because if you come into physical contact with your twin flame and you're, put this way, if you're both not loving yourself, apart from when you're in the bubble phase and you're kind of allowed to be really deep, oh look, it's 33 minutes, forgiveness, you're really deeply into one another and all about each other, like that's different. But once that passes, then that's when you'll move into all the awkwardness and the weirdness. And if both of you aren't loving yourselves unconditionally, which nobody would be at this point, you'll come up against a lot of like bumping uglies, and not the good way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like your traumas and your triggers, and yeah, it'll be like very much you'll repel each other, definitely the masculine will run from the feminine, because they're going, oh, fuck, this person's seeing deeply into me and making me fucking feel all these weird feelings, and they'll run, And it's a bit stronger than feeling love. It's like everything. Then, let's pull my eyes down to the release card here. After you release that, have a good cry. Grief is the doorway to your deepest self. So again, I feel a lot of people are going to be needing to do that to balance their energies, because that's what Libra is about. Then you'll start to be guided to do the shadow work, blah, blah. We know all of this, but basically I think the shorts nailed it when I said, if one of you or both of you aren't loving yourselves, it'll be really, really painful, right? And you'll know that if you've come into contact with your twin flame, the physical. But even if you haven't, and it's all just going in energy-wise, you'll know as well, because you could be triggered by, I don't know, hearing their name, seeing their name, someone mentioning them, having a reminder. Songs are really obviously I'm extreme. I'm like I said, a lot of my medium friends have said I'm the most clairvoyant, clairvoyant too, clairaudient person they've ever met. Like I've had some famous people say that to me. So it's like songs and, you know, any film songs, all that, like, but definitely the songs are always really powerful for me personally on my twin flame journey, but also to give to the collective, and it's just been completely fucking overwhelming. Like, it's magical too, like I said, I do love it, but it just becomes a little bit overwhelming at times, and so some of you might be feeling that like that too. That's why I say I just need a break. But wow, so yeah, that was really strong. But you see how powerful that was about all that, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I just feel it's like it's all the passion behind. I've been warning about this for months, and like I said, really years, about that twin flames are going to become more and more and more known. And as it's more of a thing, more people try to, like, say, like, yeah, it is hijacking. It's like jump on the bandwagon, and it's like, again, I'm not on the talk of the tick because I've made it clear how I feel about that platform, but um that's probably the worst for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can only fucking imagine. But anyway, let's just carry on here. So, what behind these cards, what was really weird was the flow of truth spoke to me. So, like I said, that's a good thing that's come out of this. That I've had a time of just completely being knocked for six and just really not feeling great at all for just loads of just being completely overwhelmed and loads of different things happening all at once, right? And then so I've just had to stop and rest and basically tell everyone to leave me the fuck alone, in a polite way, obviously. Um, and then today I just thought, you know what, I've had enough of fucking wallowing in the darkness, basically. You know, like I've had a wee trip down to hell. I'd like to come back up now, even if it's just for a day. And that's what having Pluto and Scorpio in the 12th house is all about, guys. But and you wonder how I can do what I do and how I can help people through hell. That's how, because I have to go through my own fucking hell. But thankfully, like you said, I'm coming up really quite quickly than other people. But where do I go with this? Yeah, when I was tidying up the cards, it's hilarious how you know, like I managed it really quickly, and I'm really really proud of myself, because even if this is all I managed to do, like tidied up the cards on the floor and tidied the desk, I've tidied the desk enough, but I need to tidy. I want to tidy. I want to take everything off and, you know, clean it and everything, and then yeah, and then I'll feel like I've accomplished something, and like that's what I mean. That's what will be worth, just taking a couple of weeks off for myself. And like I said, I've got a couple of people booked in, but just the wee mediumship sessions, and that's what all can handle right now. Do you know what I mean? So if you want to book one of them, go ahead and book that, and we can arrange for either, if I feel up to it at some point, you know, before Halloween, then absolutely, or yeah, or we can do it after that. So you can still book that, but I would say if you're booking one of the big sessions, that's going to need to be after. Yeah, well, it depends. Just check in with me, because where it is in my chart, if I'm feeling in my strength, I'm really, really good at helping you work out a really difficult mystery, like the best I'm probably ever going to be. Like, so, so if you've got one of them and I feel like I've got the energy, then definitely a good time to book. But otherwise, you know, I'll say to watch my own energy probably from November. But as I was tidying up the cards, they were all like the cards were giving me a reading as I was putting. This always happens, so I feel it's for me, but it's gonna be for other people. And look how that just tied in with the thing about Netflix or Prime or whatever the fuck that hangs on, whatever it is. It was like they were saying to me, like, look, you're a powerful light warrior. You can take whatever word you want, and you're a twin flame, and you know you're a twin flame light warrior, and people need you to be putting these messages out to help them. You know what I mean? But it was kind of like they were saying to me, like, you know, but I know, because it's like my guides were telling me, like, put it this way, I've been under strict instruction that was like that. Yeah, like I'm not actually. I don't need to tell you, but it's just like It's like I've had it mapped out for me what I need to do, and it was basically rest, and it was like stay put, and I was being glued in my bed. And again, I can tell it's got a lot to do with obviously all the world stuff going on, and it's got a lot to do with the twin flames, but it's and the eclipses because they're life changing. But this just blew my mind, because it's like they were like, right, you've rested enough that now we need to give you this message, and then we're going to make you rest again. But I just thought that's crazy, because like that's totally like what I am. Is It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings and love and service to the divine. Like I said, it's like, that's what I'm here to do. Like, as one of, you know, there are, again, I'm not saying that everybody that's a twin flame, what I'm trying to say is there are other true twin flame people that are here to be of service, that are genuine. There's lots of beautiful people, but in amongst them, there's lots of people that are telling a half-truth and they're muddy in the waters and it's dangerous. And so you've got to be discerning, right? So that's what I'm basically saying. And as well as, I mean, this is a bit controversial, but it's not that controversial. But what I'm going to say is, as well as what I think more confusing is, there's going to be people that are truly on the journey, but they're like, it's this way and it's that way and it's no other way. And that irks me too, because I've seen people that are real twin flames that are saying things, I'm like, that is absolutely totally not true for my personal journey and for thousands of people now that I've helped over the past 8 going on 9 years. Probably more than that, from, you know, I mean, definitely more than that, and I wouldn't have realised what was going on. You know, so it doesn't, so that annoys me too. I say it all the time, but so just, this is why it's like, you really just got to go within about everything, the twin flame journey, the world stuff going on, what's true, what isn't, who's false light, who's real light, you know, just go within. But the answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. So again, whether you take that as, I know that they were basically saying to me, like, look, you're a powerful healer that's here to help people with the twin flame journey, like, can you fucking get on and do it? Like, or specifically saying to me, you're a powerful healer and everything that's going on with you right now, balancing your energy, is about, you know, this twin flame spiritually based romantic relationship. Do you know what I mean? It's like, whatever way. So again, it's for me, but it's for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. Make no judgments. Well, self-explanatory. If you didn't know, Libra is a judgment. It's everything to do with you know, the judgment, balance, legal justice, karmic justice, balancing the scales. So there's something here about whenever it is you've been judging yourself too harshly or judging other people, and I can categorically tell you, you absolutely will have been judging yourself, or you will have been judging other people, because we all do it, right? I'd hope that we catch ourselves when we do it too much, though, and if you don't, you'll get harsh lessons to slap you back down and humble you. But yeah, just be very aware of this. And the reason why I was saying I know that that'll be true is because with the Virgo moon that we've just literally came out of, like we're in Libra moon now, that is very critical. So yeah, Virgo moon is, you know, it's got loads of beautiful parts to it. It's, you know, decluttering, organising, tidying up, very kind, helpful, it's healing, it's, you know, always kind of reminds you of like a nurse kind of energy. But the shadow side, it is very critical, you know, very, very critical of yourself or others. And yeah, and then tie it in with the Libra season, and, you know, like I said, you could be quite judgy and all that. So it's like, again, everyone can be guilty of this, so just watch for that, make no judgments. This has blew my mind because I shuffled for myself. Like, that's probably one of the only decks I did shuffle when I was tidying up. And I was like, right, what do I need to know right now? And I was like, holy fuck, right, okay, better get back to bed. Exhaustion. So, and remember the last time I was burnt out, which I think it was, I don't know how long ago that was now, was it like 3-4 months ago or something? I was feeling it, but so was everyone else. It's probably Pisces season, so it probably was quite a while ago now. But yeah, just watch, right? Because like, if I knew where the book was, I would read it. But obviously, it's self-explanatory. This is about burnout. It's like, if you don't stop to basically do nothing and rest and not give so much to others, you will burn out. And remember, this new moon eclipse, it's conjunct the South Node, so it's like at some point. So it's like, in fact, wait a minute. Oh no. So I was getting confused. Let me just see what's going on with it. Sometimes it's good for me to get the astrology up while I'm saying it. Yeah, oh shit. So it really is actually. It's like pretty much right when the eclipse is, right after it. It's going to be conjunct that energy. So that just means meeting up with the past. So that's quite funny. I said meeting up with the past. So yeah, some of you might literally be needing to meet up with your past, but it would be to release it, wherever that card's went when I showed that. So yeah, you might be finding closure with some situations, karmic situations, or it might be things like what I said, like I'm just like, right, fuck's sake, when I'm spending too much time I don't know, like on YouTube, either doing the YouTube or watching other YouTube things, and it's not really feeding my mind. Like, I don't mind if it's something like an audiobook or something I'm learning about, but if it's just like chewing gum for the mind kind of thing, it's like you need to fucking turn it off and switch off and go inwards, especially if it's about the twin flame journey, because you can get to the point with that where you'll exhaust yourself with that, you confuse the fuck out of yourself, and it's time to just turn it off, right? And there's a card in this that's about blocking out distractions in this money deck, and I did pull that, I put it back, so I'm seeing it in my third eye. But yeah, anyway, so again, like I said, that was speaking to me, but I know that's going to be speaking to other people. Like, if you're exhausted, rest. That's what will bring you back into balance. Libra's about balance. It's about balance, but it's also about imbalance. That takes me nicely on. I'm not kidding. This was also on the floor. I've just noticed as well, 1920. So there might be something significant about the 19th and the 20th of this month. But yeah, whatever's going to bring you into balance, listen to what it is you need. Let go of guilt. So there we go, that was on the floor of truth spoken. Like I said, that was just reminding me what I was feeling, particularly the masculine collectives going through. But like I said, it doesn't matter that it's a divine masculine collective that I felt I was being shown and channeled, which, like I said, that is fucking horrible, because I have to go through my own stuff to feel it. So it's not even funny. So it's kind of like, but again, I totally get it. And this is where, again, I'm going to own my twin flame light warrior expertise, shaman, healer, counselor, all the different things I am, is that because I'm a Sag moon, no matter how dark things get, I can always see the bright side of it, or the learning, because remember, Sagittarius is learning and teaching, and because mine's is conjunct Uranus, planet of awakening, unique, different, wacky, eccentric, I can always tell what the meaning behind something is. And it's like, I just know that it's like divine feminine, you're being, there's two things. If you channel the energy like I do of divine masculines, you're being shown what they're going through, to help other people, like what I do, right? That's self-explanatory. But if that's not specifically what you do, it's like you're being shown it for you and your own personal journey, so that you don't guilt and shame and, well, it's kind of like that, turn your nose up despite your fate, whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, so that you don't forget that you've also felt these feelings at some point in your life for you. And it's about forgiveness and compassion. And again, that's different from just letting somebody off and just be like, oh, it doesn't matter, it's only me. And like, that's not what I'm talking about here. It's about when you truly tune in and you're like, this person's went through enough. And it's just what I said about that, they're just getting me to say, it's like there's a real need to think back to times when you've made decisions, you're like, why the fuck did I do that, right? Whether it was drink involved, induced or not, anything in your life where you're like, why the hell did I do that? But like I'm saying drink, because most people, if you think about it, most people with really bad decisions do involve drink. Not everyone's, but it's, something just can just be a fucking point blank anger, can't it? So, and that's why I think they got me to quickly jump on and do this too, because Mars and Scorpio, like I said, I've spoken about the amazing transformational Phoenix rising pluses of Mars and Scorpio, but the shadow side of that is dangerous. Do you know what I mean? It's why, like I said, as Mars went, like, that's why I was just like, look, everybody just leave me alone, because like, in a polite way, but it's just because it's like, it is anger as well. And it's like, if you're needing to be alone and people don't leave you alone, then you're going to lash out. And like I've said before, my words are really powerful, so it's wise to just monitor yourself there, right? Everyone. Right, so whatever that's about. So let's just read this. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of beating yourself for them. Okay, so this is crazy, because this is, again, this deck's about money, but that is what was on the floor, and that's exactly what I felt the Twin Flame Collective going through, whether it's Divine Femme, Divine Masculine. Like I said, from what I explained, it's either, it can be you going through your own stuff, you feeling your twin stuff, or you feeling it like what I do, it, deliver it to people, or it's a bit of all of that. So, right, and I just want to shuffle what else do we know from this. This has already been long enough. Raise or promotion. Oh, that came out in a shuffle for myself. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Now that's interesting because, like I said, when I shuffled off camera, I was shuffling for myself. That did come out too. So it's just when I'm tidying up, like I said, that it was. But that's how I knew I needed to do this, because it was like the messages were really helping me, and it was, oh shit, somebody else needs this. It's, you will be rewarded for all the hard work that you've put in, and if you're exhausted and, like, say, burnt out like what I am, like, no fucking wonder, right? This journey's hard, but it's like, in just being in the world, full point blank, full stop, right now is hard. But I'm living proof. It's like, I have just been in a really, really dark place, and I've allowed myself to be there, but I can only be there for so long, and I have to come back the fuck up. So, do you know what I mean? That's why I'm good at helping other people with that. So whoever that's going to mean something to. And like I said, that's what, when I started crying a little bit, and it's like, I can't stand. That's why I used to not be able to stand about Facebook, right? It was like, people were like, oh my god, you know, like total victim mode, and wanting everyone to be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to be honest here, like, you know, like when someone dies, it's like, I could never understand when somebody puts up a post of it. So that's why, you know, that even kind of makes me cringe that I put that about Darren. But it was like, I was actually doing that to, like, honour somebody that does what I do, and just to be like, look, you know, that's knocked me for six, because I can, you know, I didn't write in the post, but what really struck me was, that would be like me dying for, like, use. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of horrible to say it, isn't it? But it's true. It's like, I watched him on YouTube for, like, I think it's 3-4 years, and from definitely the last 3 years, but I feel like it might have even been 4. And, like, I used to just absolutely, like, I would piss myself. That, it was just really funny, and just, like, really picked up on what I was going through a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time it was scarily accurate. And a lot of the time, that's when I was saying about hidden enemies. I don't know what his placements were, but he knew what was going on. Like, he'd speak about things in the world and that, the dark stuff, and with humour though. And they're pulling like the word sacrifice. I'm going to start crying again. Anyway, it's like, it just is really deep for me. Like, I don't. But it's like, it's really fucked me up a bit, because it's like, it feels a bit weird grieving for somebody you didn't know personally. Do you know what I mean? See, I've got a dark sense of humour. I'm like, I didn't know him, but I felt like I knew him. And it's just like, it's all these weird experiences you get, and it's just, but it's like, I really get it, because I've had sessions with people, and they're like, people have said to me before, this might sound really sad, but it feels like you're my best. It feels like you're my best friend or a best friend, because it's like, I feel like I really know you. And that's how that's feeling for me. Do you know what I mean? That it's like, it's just like, oh, I'm not going to get a nice wee jolly notification, like, ever again from that guy. And it's just, but obviously, like I said, like, I don't want to go too deep in it again, because I'm like, now I'm starting to fucking cry again. And the thing is, it's not like I haven't been all fucking crying all week or anything. But obviously now it started to come out. Like I said, it was more, I was like, but what I did, like I said, I have had, I've just been overwhelmed, and so I've therefore had panic attacks and that. But yeah, it's more than about that. What I'm trying to say is, it's not just about him dying. It just brought up other stuff to the surface. I'm like, why the fuck is this affecting me so much? And then I was like, oh, and it brought up a lot of other stuff to the surface. So that'll be for other people too. But anyway, breaking free. So it's like, the eclipse conjunct your South Node is about, it's time to break free from the past. So whenever you need to break free from the past, break free from the past. But that's really quite beautiful that I'm being drawn to the word sacrifice, because, like I said, when I wrote it, I really do feel that Darren, whether you knew him or not, again, because some of you might have tuned in as well, it is that I do feel it was like a case of God needed one of his best back. But it does make me sad. Okay, right, so anyway, sorry if I've made anyone else cry. I mean, I've probably fucking made people cry, you never even fucking knew them, but you're missing out if you didn't. Oh, too funny. I've just realised I was shuffling the animal cards before I came on here too, and I pulled the dragon card, and he was Darren Dragon Tarot. It's funny. Right, so, the profound, do you know what? Never underestimate the profound effect you can have on someone's life. That's what I think we've got to get from that. Oh, DB. Right, okay. And I know that, because see the days that I'm feeling the most low, and like I said, I'm like, and a lot of time people won't know, like, because like I said, this is actually me and my strength, by the way, or I wouldn't even be on the video. But it's like, it's just, I'm just burnt out and tired. But it's like, because like I said, when I'm in my darkest start, that's when I'm not fucking doing anything, because it's like I need to be myself. That's how I transmute the energy. But it's like, yeah, when I'm like that, it's so funny. Like, someone will just say the most randomest, nicest thing, and I'm like, oh my god, like, that's when I'm like, it's just so crazy. It's like the angels, your guides, God knew that you needed picked up in that moment, and they used that person. Right. What does divine... So, okay, oh, see, look, I'm going right into what I said I wasn't... Right, anyway, what does the divine feminine need to know right now? Whoever out there. I can't even... That's going to make me cry because of how beautiful what I just said was, and just fucking pulling that, I can't. Oh, shit, man. Right, so, gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. So, divine feminines, again, there's some kind of abundance coming to you. So, again, whether that is a whole load of money coming your way, or a whole load of happiness coming your way, or a whole load of unconditional love from your twin, or from those around you that love you unconditionally, or from God. Even if you're in the darkest places, that love is always coming from the divine, from God. Like, and you are a gift from God. Like, as in, every day that we wake up, and even if you're feeling burnt out and stressed and everything in the world's getting to you, and everything even if you're feeling like this, never forget that, like, to wake up every day is another gift. Well, that's pretty deep. Right, okay, so but open your arms up to receive. Right, so, and divine masculine. And your divine masculine is a gift from the gods to you as well. And you're a gift from gods to them. Do you know what I mean? Divine masculine. Counsellor. Ah, interesting. You're a natural counsellor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So again, Archangel Adriel is one I work with very closely, and obviously being a counsellor, but it's not just the counsellor part, it's the medium part. It's about endings. And remember, eclipses are endings and beginnings. So what I really feel is divine masculine, it's like, I feel this, right, there's a double message. I feel for the divine masculines you're really waking up to your own unique gifts. I feel for some of you it might be very similar to me, that you can really tune in and listen to people, like listen to what they're not saying and observe them, and but I also feel it's like, because if you've already went through your dark night of the soul, or yeah, I'd say if you've already went through it and you're on the other side of it, it's like you're getting the other people that are waking up, or they're in the darkness coming to you. Sorry, I just burped, so that's when I'm clearing the energy. Looking to you for light, basically, for help, and for another load of dimensions. I actually feel it's like you're being guided to go to a counsellor. So that's kind of two very different messages, but that's what I was getting. And on the bottom, get outside and get some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Oh my god, and wow, I've not seen that card for a while because it was buried under all the other ones. Beloved one, Archangel Shamiel, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So that's, so far we've had two of the twin flame cards, because that is about twin flames in this card. It's so, yeah, it's all about balance, basically. Libra is balance. It's definitely very twin flame, and it's like I said, that's why it's a bit inconvenient for my, see, that's my controlling side, because it's like, god damn it, you know, in Libra season it would make sense logically for me to be on it with all the love stuff, right? But actually, soul-wise, my soul's like, I'm fucking exhausted. Can we just have a break? Like, I just need a break from talking about twin flames, and even if it's just a, you know, a light break, like, as in I'll do some Halloween cards and light worker cards, and and a break from the live. You know, I mean, it's. But like I said, I don't know how long I'll stand by that, because all these wordy, intense cards are brilliant for Mars and Scorpio. But we're still in Mars and Scorpio for quite a while, so I'll get back to, I'll pull them out big time when we get in November, unless I'm tempted otherwise. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to do a Halloween card and a light worker card, and the feeling behind that is because it's like, we're going to do the Halloween because we're on the build up to Halloween, or the countdown to Halloween as I like to call it. And we're then going to do a light worker oracle card because I found the book. And again, when I read the book, it doesn't need to take as much energy. And because I've just channeled for an hour, 30 minutes of it. Oh my god, that card just leapt out. Let's just take the one. That just fucking jumped out my hands. Yeah, to transmute the dark. That's what this is going to be about. Right, okay, so we've just reached an hour. So that's new beginnings, alignment. You have more power to evoke a positive shift in your circumstances than you realise. Wow, that feels very eclipse. If anything required for success is lacking, the Divine Mother shall provide it. You're crossing a crucial spiritual threshold. That's very eclipse as well. Stay focused, let distractions fall away. And I did say I was seeing the block out distractions card in that other deck in my third eye. That's what I'm saying. If you're feeling like you need to turn your phone off or delete some apps, even just for the weekend or a week, I don't know, however long you want to do it, trust that. And continue to commit yourself to what matters most to your heart. A more beautiful experience awaits you. Right, well, that's very eclipse. So much so I don't know if I even want to pull another one, but let's just see what else comes out. So whoever that was for, what else? And again, like, if you do want to book, like I said, if you book the live 30-minute mediumship, then you can, if you in particular like these cards, because I feel like someone wants me to use these cards in their personal reading, then just say to me, can you use those Kali cards, or whatever card you see me using, just say to me and I'll use them in that session. But if it's a pre-recorded one, right, just say to me in the email, could you use those cards that I've seen you using, and I'll use them. So just whenever that is. So I don't know, someone must be thinking it for me to say. So what do we need, for someone out there, what do we need to know? But that was a really powerful card that just leapt out the deck. So again, someone's taking a leap of faith with something in their life. And usually that is the case at an eclipse in some kind of way. But again, tune in to where it is in your personal chart, because you can hear enough from what I've said is that for me, there's no fucking leaps of faith I need to be taking. I need to be fucking resting. And actually, see when it's a new moon eclipse in Libra, and actually right now as I'm saying this, it's a dark moon, so that is really shadowy, and it's really very, very what I'm here to help you with. So actually it kind of does make sense I'm doing this in the dark moon rather than the actual new moon. It's like, this is a time of going, it's depending when you're watching this. This is Friday. If you're watching this Friday, it's definitely a time of going inwards. But like I said, the ancients believed it wasn't wise to even be outside at all when an eclipse. So I'm just saying, and I won't be. So, you know, you can do what it is you feel guided to do. But what I'm feeling guided to do is just completely protect my energy and go inwards until Monday. So again, I know some of you can't do that because you've got kids, you have swimming lessons or whatever the fuck else that, you know, you're doing, but it's, or whatever, work, all that. But just protect your energy as much as you can. And if you've got similar transits to me, if you know about them, really take that on board. You'll know, because if you're feeling exhausted, it could be for similar reasons to the transits that I've got going on. But I can tell you about that in a session too. In the astrotherapy session, if you want me to have a look at what's going on in your chart. Right, okay, so what Kali card have we got? Relief shall come swiftly. Soon you'll see things differently. You're going to be liberated from the struggle you're currently experiencing. That reminds me of the title that I titled that video a few weeks ago. Liberating the oppressed. And then, because it was on that film, and I was like, oh, that's what I do. Interesting. Be true to yourself and your life path, and you will attract the way forward. You will overcome all opposition, be released into improved circumstances, and be supported to bring your sacred path to fruition. Wow. So your sacred path to fruition can be your sacred union, your twin flame union. But for others, it'll be your sacred path will come to fruition. It's the path before union, following your calling. Just doing what makes you happy rather than doing what makes everyone else happy. Descendant, invitation. Invitation 37. Oh my god, do you know partnership? Again, I've spoken about that loads before, but it's wise to know hummingbirds, that's living in the moment, and it's communication. It's wise to know where your Juno is, because can tell you. Oh look, and then we've got ascendant. That's interesting. So we've got descendant and ascendant, and invitation and entrance. So what I'm getting from that is, So you might be inviting someone somewhere, or someone might be inviting you. And entrance is kind of reminding me of like what feels like entering the. Because I always say we're in the eclipse hallway, but now we're at the fucking doorway. It's like someone's at the entrance, so you're at the entrance to somewhere new. But look, it's like you're being. This is actually a really strong message because it's like, look, I'm just looking at partnership. You get it's like you're being invited to enter into a powerful partnership. Because it's two birds, two parrots, two hummingbirds, and hummingbirds are about living in the moment. This is, yeah. And this again, this is a lot to do with like this is not just any part, this is a powerful, this is what you would ideally look for in a partner, is what I see Juno as. But I love channeling about Juno whenever I've done that in their lives and everything. Actually, that's very like my Juno, that's quite funny. But yeah, it's yeah, basically this is about a twin flame union. This bit for whoever. You're being invited into your twin flame union. So you'll find out if that's you. Because it'll happen. And it's again, these are timeless, so but look, it's oh my god, and then look what's on the bottom. Venus 2153, beloved, opposition, but that won't come without its opposition. So this can be like the karmic energies trying to stop that ideal partnership, twin flame union coming together, the opposition, confrontation. It's everything you have to fight to get to your true beloved. Well, that's not deep at all, is it? And while we're on the astrology cards, of course it's Jupiter, abundance, yeah. So again, it's what's coming to me there is, I don't know why it's got a 7 on it, but 7 is the 7th house, Libra, of love and partnership, union. Obviously it's a Libra new moon, we're in Libra season. Libra, because right now we're in Sun in Libra, Moon in Libra. It's all about the balance, or paying attention to imbalance if you're exhausted like me. I know it doesn't sound like it right now, but I'll be fucking exhausted after this again. But it's about abundance is coming. But it's like, not until the lightning's going to strike. Okay, and I wonder if that's actually literally for somewhere, but lightning's going to strike, this change. This Uranus energy. Uranus is in Taurus, that is physical changes to your everyday life. Oh god, and then I've just broke it at the 11th house, which is also Uranus energy, Aquarius. Friends. There's something about paying attention to who your friends are. Oh, there's the one I meant, like that's the one I pulled for I came on. 10th house, the world. Are your friends a hindrance or a helper to your abundance and your happiness? And yeah, okay, so, and hopefully you've moved through that part of your life, but you might not have. And for Divine Feminine Collective, and then I'm going to do the cards, we've got It's Time to Play. You're working too hard or worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experience to bring balance in your life. How crazy is that with what I've channeled? So yeah, it might be that you need to play and chill out and just give back to you because you've been giving back to others. That's very Libra as well, and that is actually very South Node Libra. Like Libra, the shadow side Libra is people pleasing. So if you're kind of doing everything for everyone else all the time, you're going to burn out at some point or another. And so you need to take it back to the Aries being it all about you. But that could look like, you know, you're working too hard and worrying about everything. Like maybe you're just stressed out, overwhelmed, and everything's gotten far too much. You need to just pull it right back in and do nothing. Like literally, like what I done to get myself out of the worst of where I was yesterday. I just watched film. I think it was just yesterday. I just watched films all fucking day, in a dark room, and it's what I needed to do. And you know, whether you call that my ADHD burnout or fucking being a shaman burnout, or I don't really care, because at the end of the day, it's like these labels kind of get my tits, but sometimes you do need to explain it that way for people to realise, like, look, just leave me alone just now until I feel human again. Because look, so for me, I know my spiritual gifts very well, but they're always amplifying, to be honest. That's why I called that course that I've done before, Activate, Awaken and Amplify Your Clairs, because I've got all the clairs and they're firing full fucking blast, and they have been for a long time. And it's like, you know, and again, I don't want to go too deep into this, but every now and again I keep getting folk popping up on my timeline, and it's like what I just said, like they're saying it's like this is the way it happens and that's the way it happens. And it's like, it's really annoying, because it's like, like, again, this is so general, and again, I don't even, and it was one of these ones where it was like someone just popped up my timeline, and I didn't even know how to subscribe them, I didn't even know who it was, and I ended up watching this thing, and it was like, but it was, this person was like basically saying, this is the only way that you can access these spiritual abilities, right? And all I'm going to say is that the only way that this person was claiming you can access these spiritual abilities is not how it happened to me. So do you know what I mean? It was kind of irking me a bit because I thought that's actually fucking false information. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, just because it happened like that for you doesn't mean that is the way it can only happen for everyone else. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But so just be wary of shit like that, because again, that was something that actually feels like they're helping, but it's really quite single narrow-minded, that they're like, that's the only way that you can reach this. It's not, because it was just simply about like what I can do, accessing your clairs and your spiritual gifts, and it was some of it was in line with the way that I did, but it was like, it's just, this person's very much, this is the only way. If you're not doing this, it won't happen for you. Like, that's fucking bullshit. Anyway, remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Right? Okay, so, and it was a test for my ego to just be like, look, fucking, look, put a wee comment saying, you know, encouraging, but like, actually, this is what happened to me, and then just get the fuck off of that, because it's no worth fucking wasting your energy, because I could, you know, it was like I kind of seen the person side-eyeing the comment and ignoring it because it didn't fit with what, you know what I mean, and it was, that's not what I was doing it for. It was just to be like, that's actually not very good, you know, if someone's like, you know what I mean, because it's like, it's this person was doing actually all the exact same stuff as me, but that bit wasn't true. So anyway, and again, I've no, I'm just going to stop there, because it was like, it was just some random some fucking person, I don't even know who the fuck it was, but it must be worth noting for me to say it. Right, so death, and there's regret again. So we've got the eternal cycle begins here. Oh, that feels very eclipse. And ghosts, regret. Oh my god, but that, like I said, whenever I pull this at Halloween and it's 111, new begins, alignment, I always feel that's like someone regrets the ghosting. But like, you've got to forgive yourself. If you're the person that ghosted, you've got to forgive yourself, because it's part of the twin flame journey, okay? Please forgive yourself for that. And if you're a true divine feminine, you will forgive your divine masculine for ghosting you. There's lots of other things that happen between twin flames that, you know, you have to have conversations, and it could take a little bit more to forgive whatever's wrong. But really, the twin flame journey is about forgiveness, unconditional love. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're harbouring any kind of resentment or that about that, you really need to do more work on yourself, right? Okay, and then we're going to do a light worker card. And like I say, remember, I've been trying to find the book to this for ages. So what have we got to transmute energy? Oh my god, the reassurance of the golden light. And messages in the numbers 1111. Oh, it's time. Yeah, 1111. Again, this is about awakening. Someone's awakening. I'd also say this about November. I'd also say there's something significant about the 11th of November. Now that's really interesting, because I'm going to start being I'm going to start being a bit more organised. But seriously, while I'm off and I'm regaining my energy, I am being strongly guided. I'm going to do some kind of event for, like, I'm going to do either a paid webinar or some sort of group healing thing, or at the very least it would be another group thing where you know, it's like a paid live, like a wee bit more than what it usually is, and I'll do like what I've done on the Lionsgate, because people loved that, and you know, the people that had them, I either could tell you'd had big shifts in your energy from what you shared, or you'd actually said to me, like someone that was working with me personally was like, oh god, yeah, that links back to when you done that in the Lionsgate. So I might do that again, but I will do something, so look out for that. So I think that's why that's come up. But right, okay, so the eternal cycle begins here. Right, so, and there's ghost. Wait a minute, we'll quickly read that because I have just went past it. Like smoke rising from the ashes, a mist from the sea, the dead they are watching, they have come to haunt me. A traditional definition of the ghost is an apparition of the spirit, the soul, or formerly living being. Ghosts can be both in human form or animal, or even occasionally inanimate objects, such as ghostly ships that have been reported. Interesting. Ships. The belief in spirits and ghosts is extremely widespread across time and cultures. Blah, blah, blah. Right, look, can we just get to the point here? Should the ghost come gliding into your life during divination, it may indicate that you have some regrets to let go of. Yeah, again, South Node and Libra would be holding on to the past, procrastinating, never doing anything about something. The North Node and Aries would be taking action. And like I said, that's why I'm proud of myself today, that I'm surprised I actually managed to tidy up a little bit and get a video done, you know what I mean? That's amazing, because I've been trying to do that for fucking months, and I do it when I'm at my worst, you know what I'm saying? But that's what's powerful about when you allow yourself to go as low as you can go, you know what I mean? So you rise like the phoenix. And that would be very in line with Mars going into Scorpio. Like Mars going into Scorpio, for those of us with Scorpio placements, can be rough at first, but actually then you feel that phoenix rising moment. That's what happened to me. But again, it's going to be women down again very soon, because it's just, we're not in the actual eclipse yet. It's like, yeah, Saturday. I'm just like, yeah. I'm just going to look after myself, put it that way. And really, yeah, sage like your life depends on it. Do all the things that protect your energy, because eclipses are powerful times for people doing weird shit, you know what I'm saying? By taking actions to free ourselves of these old burdens, we clear the way for more rightful, wise action for the future. We can begin to live again fully if we let go of what was and step into new possibilities. Again, that screams, if you want to step into new beginnings, that this eclipse has. And we saw that the opportunities that it has for people are these, you know, bringing about your ideal partnerships, your twin flame union, when things are good, not the dark side of it, and the good and balanced, and not perfect, but good and balanced and happy. And you know, that's what Juno's, you know what I mean, your ideal partner. That's why the Juno and the Beloved and whatever else came up. Venus, Juno, Beloved, all these cards, all the fucking cards on different decks are all about the fucking twin flame shit. Because that's what I'm here to help you with. Like, that is why they, you know what I mean? That is why they pulled me. And look, I've just picked up a random card, and I thought I was picking up the twin flame one, and I've just pulled up clear yourself after they said through me to clear yourself. So there's confirmation. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies you may have absorbed. So somebody definitely needs to smudge. And then I've just picked up finances are a problem as well. So I feel that specifically, if you've never actually smudged, as in got the sage and waved it about your purse, your wallet, wherever it is you keep money, like regarding your business or your house stuff, whatever, just your handbag, you know what I'm saying? Do that. Like, you know, these are powerful things to do, and clear the energy, and then set the intention that you're inviting in. You know, somebody needs to do that. Right. Right, okay, so the eternal cycle begins here. 'Tis not the end, though I may pass in the night, I get to do my time over, although you may get frightened. Can I just say as well, death is the death card in tarot is linked to Scorpio, and we go into a Scorpio moon on the Sunday there. So here's just a heads up that, you know, Sunday could be really pretty rough, because we're going to have Mars in Scorpio, and Mars and the moon in Scorpio. So that's just going to be really intense, deep emotions, which you'll already be having with Mars and Scorpio, but with the moon there too, your feelings, that is like really dark, really dark, deep feelings, emotions. But the other way it can go is very deep sexual feelings, like could become, you know, like just complete desire, like, because I've said that before, but Mars and Scorpio, it's like Mars is sex and Scorpio is sex, so like that's like, you know, Mars and Scorpio is a whole lot of sex. Do you know what I mean? Like it very kundalini energy, powerful energy, like it's powerful healing energy. So take what you will with that information, but what I mean is, depending on where you're at and this part of your journey, if you're alone and you're transmuting the light, it could be just the yearning and the longing and the desiring might all just get a bit much, you know what I mean? You might just need to fucking, I don't know, go to sleep or something. Good luck. Right, let's just, do not be afraid if you pull the death card, as it simply means that something is falling away or will do so, so you can begin strongly afresh. Against what Eclipse is about. There's a great power in this clearing. Oh look, in this clearing, and I feel clear yourself. If you pull this card at Halloween, particularly, the message is stronger still, and you should actively celebrate this new beginning. Right, okay. So, why is that there under... Oh my god, where the fuck? Where have I put... This is when you know it's like time to go. Where's... I know I pulled the card, but where is it? That's really funny. I can't even see it at all. What the fuck? Oh, there they are. God. But where's the other one? Life path. Oh, shit. Where's the fucking card, guys? There was something about the golden light. I don't know where I've put the card. Oh, man. Right, the golden light. Patience, there it is. Reassurance of the golden light, 107. I think we're all needing a bit of fucking that. Right, whatever that is. Right, so, but because these cards are sitting, what else does somebody need to know then? Focus on the positive. Well, like I said, I've helped you do that today, hopefully, amongst fucking crying and story sharing and whatever else. That's what I fucking do as a shaman and a clair. But I'm also a bit sad, so I'm here to get you to focus on the positive. But not in a toxic positive way. You need to fucking focus on the darkness too and not get fucking sucked into it for too long. If you need to go down for a while like I did, do it. Some of us need to, and then you come back up even stronger. Nothing wrong with it. Lighten up, yeah. Lighten up. Be proud of yourself. Yeah, be proud of yourself. Everybody's got a different way. But I like to share what helps me. If it helps you, great. If you need to crack on and never stop and then burn out, you do you, but you'll make yourself ill. Again, that made it sound like my way's right, another way's wrong. It's not that. It's just, you know, trust the universe, trust spirit, but just take the warnings and know, yeah, you're worthy. However you've done things, whether you've fucked up recently or whether you feel like you're doing really well, just know that you're worthy either way and honour your feelings and push through your insecurities and embrace the flow of life. Look at this feels very twin flamey though. And be real. Keep it real. Step into your power and know that you're loved. Right. Oh look, New Moon and Libra. Oh, I wondered why I kept feeling it is the New Moon and Libra. Love it when that happens. That's just brought me a tiny bit of joy that I needed. Right, okay, so know that you're loved. And here's the reassurance of the golden light, and I'm going to get on my way. So the golden light comes to you as a gift of grace and reassurance. It is, and by the way, if you're new here or if you just need a reminder, that's what they've brought me on here, right? Because I've been recharging, like I said, it's like I've come on to just give out this healing energy for whoever it is that's needing it. This can, you know, keep you going and do all the other things that help you, meditations and rest and sleep and all that jazz. And I'll see you on the other side of this. You know what I mean? Like, and probably just a video like this, and then I'll see you on the lives when I've got more strength in November. Right? Okay. So the golden light comes to you as a gift of grace and reassurance. It is an embrace from the universe as an expression of divine comfort and a sign of hope. One of my favourite words. When the golden light appears, it is a sign that everything in your life, even the most troubling matters, is going to work out perfectly. They are held in the graceful hand of the divine and will be resolved more swiftly and beautifully than you might expect. So again, there's surprises in store here, it feels like. The little dragonfly to be in the scene there. The golden light is a very real phenomenon, although you may only perceive it when you're particularly relaxed and your clairvoyance is already developed. Now that's interesting that I went on about all that. Again, I do think me talking about my clairs course, I do think I'm going to be doing that around Christmas time. That's what I feel, but we'll just see. And again, if you don't know what that is, it's just where I do a group Zoom and I have breakout rooms in that, and I just teach you how to encourage your clair gifts to come online. Right, so, however, whether you see it as physically or not, and I can do that one-to-one if you don't like the group work, so, however, whether you see it physically or not, it is real and powerful. If you could see it clairvoyantly, it would look similar to the golden rays of a setting sun. The same warm, loving glow is cast over your heart and mind when the golden light is shining upon you. If you're in a room when it comes up upon you, you will wonder if a light has been switched on, as the glow is as noticeable as a lamp had been placed in your room, its warmth illuminating the space. In truth, grace and divine assistance are always there for the asking, but there are times when we are in need of extra support. During such times, ironically enough, we can forget to ask for help. So again, even that alone, and that's cool that the time is 1, 2, 3. And to me, 1, 2, 3 is like, well, it depends. Sometimes it's fuck it, let's go. My eyes get drawn to that in the room too. But it's like, sometimes it's just take the steps that need to be taken in this now moment. Like I actually said that yesterday when I was feeling quite overwhelmed. I'm like I don't know what I'm going to be. I think it was my mum was asking me something. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to be feeling on Sunday. Like I'm just focused on today, and like, And then literally after a good sleep, and just, well, actually, what we're talking about, I've never had a good sleep. Fucking what's insomnia like right now, guys? It's fucking excruciating, isn't it? But when I eventually did fall asleep, basically, which for me takes a lot of, I just need the room to be pitch dark and I need an eye mask and hope for the best, you know what I mean? Or like I put on some kind of hypnosis or binaural beats or something, but it's, I hope you find what works for you, put it that way. Oh, and actually, for some of you, it's actually me, which, like I said, that's what always brings, you know, a wee smile to my face and makes me feel good that it's like some people's person that helps them fall asleep is me. Even on this too, this might help some people go to sleep, and so if it is, I'll just calm the fuck down if you're going to sleep. But yeah, it's true, you know, it's like sometimes when we need help the most, it's when we forget to ask our angels and our guides and our power animals to help us, or the actual earth angels in our life. And that's why it's good to know yourself well, to know that, you know, like I said, the people that need us and need us know around me that it's like, look, when I'm really, really overwhelmed and really just have had too much stuff on, like I need to be myself. Like that's just the way it is. And if you just leave me alone to be myself, I'll be able to regulate how I feel again. You know what I mean? So it's good that you recognise that if you're like that. Like I said, it can be explained by my ADHD and other things, but it can also be explained by the fact that I've got 6 retrograde planets in my chart. Like that's fucking really, really rare. And then also the INFP, I'm like only 4% of the population of that. You know what I mean? It is just. But you don't need to have all these fucking explanations of why you're so sensitive. If you're fucking sensitive, just a beautiful gift and protect it. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Perhaps you're struggling with a particular difficult time and an initiation or a challenging choice lies before you. Sorry, that's pretty funny when it's something in Libra, because that usually is about, what do I do? I can't make a decision. Or maybe you have to take a leap and just need to know that what you're doing is the right thing, and somehow, even though you don't feel in control of what's happening, it is going to work out. I don't know why, but that feels like an important message for a lot of people at this point in their life. When the golden light is given to you, it is freely done so. So a gift from the heart of the universe. What? So as a gift from the heart of the universe. That reminds me of the gifts from God's card. Because remember, although that was on the feminine side, that is the divine masculine's feminine side. So I feel this is about divine masculines are being taught that you are loved and you're worthy and you deserve to receive this divine love as well. So divine masculine, you deserve to receive this divine love from your divine feminine. Divine feminine, you deserve to receive this divine love from your masculine. You both need to be open to receive each other. Where did we get to here? It's letting you know that you're a child of the universe and you're dearly loved. And then look at that, knowing that you're loved. It's reminding you that on the path, the struggle to continue with trust, patience, faith, and courage can seem almost overwhelming. And look at the words that I've used so much throughout this. And also, that's thought about the spiritual path, but the fucking twin flame path is like times it by a million. However, the universe is with you, supporting, loving, and believing in you every step of the way. You are not alone. Oh my god, that I'm going to have to title this. You're loved, you're not alone. And whatever else. When I watch it back, I'll get the title, but these words are really jumping out at me. You're never forgotten. You're always loved and encouraged to take your journey. You are reminded that the universe is smiling upon you. And you can change the word universe to spirit or great spirit or God, because I'm just not a fan of the word universe. I always just feel like the universe is a cop out of saying like God or spirit or great spirit. But again, that's just my personal sort of input. Again, I'm channeling God. I always say, but I'm channeling God, but it's the truth. It's like woo-woo. It's like when people are like, oh, you know what, I like all that woo-woo stuff. It's just people that are too embarrassed to admit that you're into psychic stuff or spiritual stuff. Like, just call it what it is. Can't you stand that fucking word woo-woo? Again, sorry, just a little moan. Everyone's allowed a little moan here and there. Right. There are times when you will call upon the golden light because you know that you're in need of that loving consciousness, and it is appropriate that you do this. You can use the invocation below. There are times, however, when you will just feel, sense, see, or know that the golden light has been given to you as a spiritual gift from the universe. Such in this case now, as you've drawn this oracle, and again, because I'm a healer and I'm sending you that healing because I feel that other people really need it. You're being asked to just feel peace, trust, know that everything is working out perfectly and you don't have to worry. Even though you don't know why you should possibly feel that way. The golden light is wisdom and love. It knows, and sometimes it knows, and sometimes that's all you need to know in order to be at peace. I don't know about you, but that really helped me. That actually really helped me reading that. Right, okay, so listen up, my lovelies, and then I'm going to love you and leave you until the next video. Probably will be Monday. I call upon the reassurance of the golden light, the comfort of the divine spirit, and the loving grace of the universe. Thank you for being with me now, and I'm going to add on, thank you for being with my twin flame, if they wish to receive this healing as well. For you and your twin flame. For bringing me peace and reassurance even in my darkest moments. Thank you for sharing a special truth with me, that you love and hold and cherish me and assist me always. I love you. Thank you for loving me too. May the golden light heal all beings of fear and doubt, gently bestowing mercy, compassion, and the loving reassurance of divine presence into the hearts of all, through divine grace and my own free will. So be